The way the moon responds or the way the planet responds to the moon, how they're always looking at each other, the moon never turns its back upon the planet. The day moon turns its back on us, we are finished. That means human reproductive system will go away and it's over. That means the end of humanity has come.
History of descriptions of how the moon can influence our physiology. But there's no evidence from modern science to show that gravity, at least gravity, specifically the forces that bring two masses together, can influence how our body and mind function. So I'm really curious about what the Hindu scriptures will say and how it can maybe motivate and inspire some more research.
Namaskaram. See, when from the yogic perspective, if you look at it, one important arm of yoga, which is called as Hatha Yoga, simply means Ha means the sun, Tha means the moon. Hatha means to bring a balance between these two forces. So, essentially, approximately 7 to 8 planets and the moon and the sun together have a significant influence on the making of life on this planet. This is how it is seen. In this, the sun, moon and the planet has the maximum impact. Well, the male population may be confused about it. I think the female population in the world, human population, has always been very much in sync with the cycles of the moon, and that's the basis of our birth and our existence right now. But apart from that, we do not see moon as just having some gravitational impact on us and its extra reflected light like this. We see moon as the basic element which holds Earth in its trajectory of rotation or the revolution around the sun. In the yogic sciences, we see that, I think today modern sciences are confirming this, that the moon as a satellite is moving away about 20 millimeters every year. And when it moves beyond a certain point, it will start… its impact on the life on this planet will recede. Out of that, human reproductive cycles will go off its normal cycle, and that is how humanity will end. That is how human beings will slowly go away. But above all, if the moon goes away, which inevitably it is supposed to do after many million or billion years, whatever that is, when it goes away, we see that the earth cannot hold its track of revolution around the sun. It will lose its balance and it'll also break up into pieces. This is how the yogic system looks at it. About its impact on our daily life, well, I'm sure you are aware of this. India uses largely the Hindu calendar is either a lunar calendar in some parts of the country. Wherever there is matriarchy, there will be lunar calendar. Wherever there is patriarchy, there is what is called as luni-solar calendar, which is a combination of lunar cycles and solar cycles. Why this calendar is important is, see, today we are looking at calendar as just a number game of measuring how many days in a month, how many days in a year, or how many years in our life like this. Here we are not looking at calendar as just a numerical record of things, but we are looking at it as how we experience the calendar within ourselves, how the body responds to it at different times. Accordingly, various traditions, practices, rituals were crafted so that in those times you can make the best use of what is around you in the form of Earth's energy, in the form of Earth's trajectory, how it is moving, how its northern face of the Earth, where it is pointed towards, its closeness to the sun. All these things are taken into effect as to what sort of practices you do. When I say Hatha Yoga, this sun and moon, well, this 4,000 356 days is considered as one solar cycle. This is segmented in different ways for different people. For householders, it's segmented one way, for the yogis, it's segmented different ways, for the ascetics one way, and people who are into regular worldly life another way, because their bodies are tuned and they need to function differently. Accordingly, the calendar is used depending upon the moon phases and the planet's position in relation to the sun. Well, as we know, the moon is constantly showing only one phase to us. Its rotation is synchronized with planet's rotation, so we're seeing only one phase of the moon. This also is significant because the way the moon responds or the way the planet responds to the moon, there are very wonderful stories how they're always looking at each other. The moon never turns its back upon the planet. The day moon turns its back on us, we are finished. In case the moon turns its back on us, that means human reproductive system will go away and it's over. That means when the moon's rotation goes beyond a certain radii or certain circumference rather, then it will start showing the other face to you. When it shows the other face, that means the end of humanity has come. In a few years, it will go down.